Welcome to the centennial celebration of the Dunbar. The mission of Dunbar.
The mission is to enhance the quality of life,
break the cycle of poverty,
and develop racial equity in our community by strengthening youth and their families through
a comprehensive delivery of services that promote excellence through advocacy and education.
African Americans have a long, rich history in Syracuse, and the Dunbar has been at its epicenter. The idea for a Dunbar in 1918 was envisioned by Jimmy LeGrin, formerly incarcerated, who became a barbershop owner. He was determined to provide recreation for Black youth. With the help of many people, Black students from the Syracuse University Paul Laurence Dunbar Literary Society, Catherine Burlingame, Dora Hazard, and Lucia Knowles, as well as AME Zion Church. The center became an integral part of the Syracuse community as a whole, and the Black community in particular.
Everybody knew about Dunbar. To me, they appeared to be people that were going places, and that's what I wanted. I always wanted to be with people who wanted to do something.
During and after World War II, the Black population increased rapidly.
People started moving from the south to the north. Dunbar played a big part in finding places for people to live, places for people to work.
The settlement house model was used to help enhance the local African American culture and traditions to fill the gaps created by the color division in the city.
Every day, in some way or another, we come in contact with the Black leaders of the city at that time, the Central City Business Institute, and that was made up of Black businessmen, and they would show an interest in us as kids. No other place but Dunbar was the place that was being done.
Dunbar became a USO for those servicemen who had no place to go for a social evening because they were African American and they just were not welcome at the USO. I met my husband at Dunbar. It was a social evening. One of my friends introduced me to him. He was a serviceman, and I thought, ooh, he's cute. So after I graduated from college, we got married. That same summer, I graduated, got a new name, and I had a job in the city. That was all because I went to Dunbar.
I remember going to the Dunbar when I was about 8 or 9 years old. I was there every day, playing basketball, shooting baskets, and playing pool and playing with my friends.
There were places for the young people to go. They gave dances. They had basketball teams.
Youth programs, meetings, and weddings.
There was an All-American football player and basketball player named Jim Brown. He used to come down, we'd have pickup basketball. I remember when he used to dribble the ball, he'd drive down the center and everybody would just part the ways and he would just go right through and nobody would touch him because he was so big.
The center supports youth in going to and staying in college.
Essentially, I didn't have a father, and I was the second oldest of 8, Mr. Isaiah Harrison, who came here as a recreation and program director, and he took me in and mentored me. He treated me literally like his son, and then he started telling me about college preparatory, which nobody in my family even had any idea what that meant, because you remember at that time, Blacks were not expected to go to college.
Over the years, the center has had an adoption and foster care program. Today, the Dunbar Association, Inc. continues to serve its mission by focusing on seniors, youth, and families. It offers a meeting place for community and civil rights groups and a place for celebration.
One thing I can say, my experience coming here, positive and negative, they have helped mold me as a man. And I want young individuals to have the same opportunity. If I come back in 100 years, I would love this place to be 10 times the size it is now. Maybe it got the whole block, or maybe they moved to a bigger building, but their imprint on the community, I want it to be 100 times more than what it is now, 100 years from now.